Welcome back to the new school year, North Carolina DECA. I hope you're as excited as I am for this year because I am just bursting at the seams to get some DECA this year. We missed out just a little bit last year, but this year it's time to maximize our conferences, maximize our wins, and especially maximize our membership. So it's time for you, DECA member, to recruit your friends, classmates, school administrators, teachers, parents. Anybody can be a DECA member, professional, alumni, student, and get them to join the best organization on the entire planet that you love so much. In order to do that, we're going to teach you a thing or two about how to market DECA for you, a marketing student. So, what even is DECA? DECA, what does that even stand for? Fun fact, it doesn't stand for anything. DECA used to stand for Distributive Education Clubs of America, which is like the old name for CTE education, which is Career Technical Education. But now it just stands for DECA. I like to think that it also stands for Students, Education, and Advancing Career Pathways, but it just stands for DECA, really. Knowing about DECA is so much more than just paying your dues and memorizing the tagline. DECA is about communicating with other students, which can be hard sometimes. So here's how I like to say it. DECA is more than just an organization of marketing students. When you join North Carolina and National DECA, you're gaining an opportunity to be involved in an organization that will broaden your horizons and prepare you for the future. A future in business, marketing, but so much more than that. When you're a member, you'll benefit from DECA if you have an interest in medicine, engineering, or any other career field. Honestly, if you have an interest in ever going to a job interview and ever speaking in front of other people, you have more than you can ever imagine to gain from DECA with the professional skills that we'll talk about later in this video. The facts. With more than a 75-year history, DECA has impacted the lives of more than 10 million students, educators, school administrators, and business professionals since it was founded in 1946. DECA is a 501c3 not-for-profit student organization with over 152,000 members in all 50 states and worldwide. The United States Congress even authorizes DECA's programs. DECA is a big deal. It's a bigger deal than just the chapter of your school and just putting it on your college application. DECA is funded by federal acts. There are chapters in Puerto Rico, China, and Germany. When you join DECA, you're joining a network of so many more students than you'll ever meet at just ICDC or ever see on our Instagram page. DECA is a big deal, and we're so excited that you get to convince your members to be a part of it. Your job as a chapter officer is to help recruit people to become part of that amazing network. It's your job to change their life in the same way that North Carolina DECA has changed yours. So when we say them, who even is them? Who's your target market? That's your first step in identifying who you're going to have join your membership team this year. Think about who's most likely to join. Obviously, entrepreneurship, marketing, business, and finance students, but recently added AP Micro and Macroeconomics are now a CTE pathway. So advertising to those students that DECA can help advance those economic pathways and introduce them to internships, scholarships, and career opportunities past just that AP class is invaluable. DECA is so much more than just learning about, the 4 P's of marketing and, what goes into a job interview. So let's get down into the nitty gritty. Here's how I market DECA to my school, Providence High School. Entertain. Make sure your chapter representatives, usually chapter officers, but honestly, anybody in your chapter that's going to be wearing a DECA shirt or standing around your club booth if you have one, they need to be bubbly, energetic, and be able to speak very highly of DECA. Make sure that they're informed the same way that I just informed you on that last slide. Make sure to include engaging visuals, pictures. You can even include your DECA glass when you're telling people about DECA. Anything to show them what an amazing organization it is and help them visualize themselves in it. Inform. Make sure to tell them everything you know about DECA, but don't necessarily overwhelm them. And invite lots of questions. DECA can be a little confusing when you first join, and I've had so many people ask me, like, so what do I do now that I'm a member? It can help to set up a chapter website and have a tab for new members telling them all about what events they can join, what they'll be doing this year, where they can ask questions, and an important part of that, so people will even be interested in your new member tab, is to seal the deal. Collect contact information from people that seem genuinely interested and make a personal connection with them. Ask them what sports they play, ask them what other clubs they're in, if you have any classes together. Make sure that they really feel connected to you and, your school's chapter. It can be important to show them the benefits beyond what we're going to talk about in this video, which is what North Carolina DECA and National DECA offers. Tell them all about your chapter. Tell them about the school spirit you have. If you have an SBE, what you do in your community. Part of sealing that deal and collecting their contact information is sharing yours. Tell them your chapter's Instagram handle or Twitter account, all about that. It can help to set up a remind and have them join their remind on the spot so that they can get updates about when to pay their dues, what registration deadlines are. And be sure to follow up on that. Remind people that may have just heard about DECA in passing. Include it in your school newspaper, announcements, posters around the school, have your marketing and business education teachers talk about it in their classes. You can even host a DECA Day where you have all of your members wear their chapter or CDC state shirt on the same day. And so they're prepared to answer the question, what shirt are you wearing? And they can talk all about DECA and tell people how amazing it is. My Dixie Pines Region Vice President, Sophia Freeman, is actually going to tell you some more about how you can sell DECA to your potential new members.
Hi everyone, I'm Sophia Freeman, your Dixie Pines Vice President, and today I will be talking to you about how you can advertise DECA in terms of traveling and conferences that we participate in, whether for competitive or other reasons as it relates to DECA. So DECA offers a wide variety of opportunities to participate in conferences and competitions around the country. So I have listed them all out here. Obviously, we have our North Carolina DECA CDC, our state conference. Then some competitors are then able to compete at the International Career Development Conference, which will be held in Atlanta this year. On top of that, we also have the opportunity to participate in Power Trip, which is held in a different location each year. This coming year, it will be held in Boston. There is also the Sports and Entertainment Marketing Conference, which will be held in Orlando this year. And then the New York Experience, which is held in New York. And the New York Experience is canceled for 2021, but that is just a great opportunity to reinforce for underclassmen and newer members, as they may be able to participate in that the following year or the year after that. So I would specifically suggest that you emphasize to potential members how you're able to compete, but also how you're able to explore the cities where each of these conferences are held. And in addition to that, there are some experiences offered exclusively to DECA participants. I remember when I was competing at ICDC, when it was held in Orlando in 2019, we were able to go to Disney World and Universal and a lot of other cool places. Same thing with the New York Experience. We were able to get an exclusive tour of Macy's just for DECA. And we were also able to get a tour of Madison Square Garden. So really a lot of fun, unique opportunities. And you can also emphasize how unique our career development conference is and kind of tell your own experience with any conferences you may have been a part of or will be a part of in the future.
Hey, my name is Emma Weaver, and I am North Carolina DECA Triad Region Vice President. When marketing DECA to your new DECA students or interested in DECA students, make sure to mention the scholarships that North Carolina DECA and National DECA offer. North Carolina DECA offers a variety of scholarships for students planning to go into a marketing or business-oriented major in college. This will include the T. Carl Brown Scholarship, the Sonia Williams Dismuke Scholarship, and the NC DECA Foundation Scholarship. The foundation scholarships are awarded to two people, one for $30,000 and one for $15,000, which will be spread out equally over 4 years. These applications are tentatively set to open in December. And more information about all of those scholarships can be found on the North Carolina DECA website page under the Resources tab. DECA Inc. or National DECA offers scholarships too. They provide over $200,000 in scholarships to high school and college members at ICDC. More information about those scholarships can be found on DECA.org. One thing that is super important to also talk about to your interested in DECA marketing students is things that you have gotten out of DECA in terms of professional skills. Professional skills are going to be extremely useful to you when you eventually get a job or interviewing for college. And I personally contribute almost 100% of my public speaking skills to DECA. It has really helped me come out of my shell and be able to talk to people more fluidly and efficiently. Public speaking, like I just said, is definitely a big one. Professional dress, you have to dress up really nice for competitions, and you need to know what is appropriate and what isn't appropriate, and that'll definitely come in handy later in life. Quick thinking is also super important because when you're in a role play situation, or again, later on in life when it may not be an actual role play, it's real life, it's definitely important to be able to think on your feet. And these freshmen, sophomores joining DECA are going to want to know what is going to help them out later in life. Proper etiquette also is important, like when you're greeting someone, and being able to sell your point and market yourself tie together really well, because marketing yourself is going to be super important when applying to colleges. And make sure these freshmen and sophomores and maybe even juniors and seniors joining DECA are going to know what's going to help them out in the future with professional skills.
Hi guys, it's Riley Dingus, your Coastal Region Vice President, and today I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the best part of DECA, and in my opinion, is competitions. So DECA is trying to prepare students for real-world experiences through role plays, written events, and online events. And yes, they are really fun, but they are used to test and improve your skills that you have learned in your marketing classes. And what DECA is really doing is applying what you've learned in your marketing classes to real world scenarios. And it's going to improve your soft skills that are really important in the workplace today. These events are to benefit and improve your skills to ensure your career and college readiness. And a little bit about the event. So DECA's competitive events are split into 4 categories. So there's marketing, business management and administration, hospitality and tourism, and then finance. And then from there, you can look at the 10 career clusters to decide what your interests are really in. And that would be, if it's from individual series, if you prefer working by yourself, a little solo action, team decision making, if you feel best when you're working with people and having a little bit more team collaboration. Then there's entrepreneurship, if you're feeling inventive and really got some good ideas running in there. And then professional selling and consulting, there's online events. So there's events for everybody and everybody's interest. And these are really going to help you for your future career and college readiness. And if you really want help on deciding what event suits you best, you can go to DECA.org and then click on competitive events, scroll down and click on the competitive events poster. And from there, it's a flowchart, and you just answer a few questions and it will help you decide what event will suit you best. It asks you questions like, are you a first year DECA student? Do you like working alone or with a team? And this will really help you to narrow down what competition will suit you best and will have you ready for success. Hope you guys want some DECA class.
Hi everyone, this is Chris Evans, your Metro Carolina Region Vice President. Another good talking point for DECA is definitely going to be officership. So DECA offers many opportunities to grow in a leadership position, and whether it's local or running for state office, everybody can have an opportunity to grow in their leadership. So when talking to potential members, that's a great point to bring up, or kind of describing DECA to people. Leadership is a big part of it. And you can talk about how once in state office, you have a lot of opportunities to travel, you grow your speaking skills, you can network, and overall just improve your leadership skills for within and outside of DECA. And an important thing to talk about as well is regardless of if you win state office or not, it's a great experience just running. Learning how to answer questions, campaign, all that stuff is a great experience for members. So it's important to talk about that when you're talking about officership. And then another great talking point is networking. Networking is a big part of DECA. You can create your own network in the business atmosphere. Touch on whether it be state conference within a school or between chapters. If somebody is a DECA member, that's a great baseline for people to communicate with each other, and then you can create connections for the rest of life. If your chapter offers internships, you can take advantage of that in describing DECA to whoever it may be. And then you can also emphasize that the power is in a member's hands. Once they're in DECA, they'll be able to meet plenty of members, advisors, or alumni, or speakers, wherever it may be, that can cater to the interests.
What's up, everyone? It's Genevieve, your Blue Ridge Region Vice President, here to talk to you today about getting personal with your potential members. One way in which we can influence people to join DECA is to share our own personal story. Share your hashtag DECA story with them. Explain why you joined DECA, what you have gained from the experience, and basically just give your testimony. What all has DECA and this club done for you? Sharing and hearing a personal testimony is more convincing than us listing out all the cool trips you can go on and all the awards you can win. Hearing someone's actual success story is very convincing. The most important thing is just to be honest and speak from the heart. What does DECA mean for you? So I'll share from my heart my DECA story. Freshman year, I signed up for marketing. My sister had joined DECA the year before, and my mom was a CTE teacher. So it made sense to take a CTE class that qualified me for DECA. My sister had had a really amazing experience with some seniors who really loved it. She had run some glass. It was something she really enjoyed. So I joined DECA. 9th grade year, we went to districts, had a lot of fun, ate some good food, and then we went to state competition. And state competition for the first time is something you can't explain to people. It's 7,000 people in one big auditorium screaming and chanting and dancing to music and celebrating each other's successes and their glass wins. So then 10th grade year came around and I continued on in DECA, went to districts, went to states, competed with my sister both times, which is a really fun experience that made us so much closer and appreciate each of our different assets a lot more. Went to state competition and ran for state office. The year before, I had seen the state officers who put everything into perspective. They ran the whole event, and I was like, whoa, I want to be one of those people. And I didn't really know much about it, but it was so much fun, and I met so many cool people, and some of them are my fellow state officers today. So that was a really fun experience, and it got my name out there. So 11th grade year, went to districts virtually, went to state conference virtually, and ran for state office again. And this year, I won. That's why I'm standing here. Then, 11th grade summer, I had one of the most eye-opening experiences of really how vast and broad that DECA is. I went to governor's school, and I met so many cool people just by talking about DECA. Some I made really good friends with. Oh, what school do you go to? Oh, your school has a DECA chapter. Are you in it? Yeah, I love DECA. Are you in DECA? Yeah. Did you go to internationals? Did you go to states? What'd you think of the past year? Conversations like that were facilitated due to DECA. And this year, as I apply to colleges and I get ready for the next chapter in my life, I see how important DECA is. It's prepared me for the next stage in my life. It's allowed me to create connections with people that I'll keep up with and create friends, but it's also allowed me to become confident as a speaker and to trust my abilities and to not shake in my boots when I walk into a room with a table full of people who want my ideas and want to know more about me. And I've been complimented on my public speaking skills, my ability to talk to people who are so much older than me and have so much more experience with such confidence. And it's something I can only attribute to DECA. And so while the glass is nice and the trips are fun, the people I've met and the skills I have gained for DECA are something I could never replace. And I think that's why you should join DECA. So share from the heart. It's powerful.
Overall, chapter officers and members who are ready to increase their membership this year, I hope you learned a lot from this video. And honestly, the best advice I can give you is just dig deep. Think back to when you first joined. Why did you join? Who told you to join? Channel some of that energy. Really think about why you do what you do and just communicate that to people. And if it's from the heart, they'll completely understand. And if that doesn't work, tell them about all the cool shirts they'll get. Overall, welcome back, North Carolina DECA, and I wish you the best of luck in increasing your membership. I'm excited to see all of your smiling faces very soon and start studying for MCECs now. Bye.